Apparently, Jynxzi got ditched by streamers again. I just made a video on this like 2 days ago, and now in the past 12 hours, Jynxzi gets fucked over by other streamers again. And I swear to God, all this is doing is showing that if you are a real-ass motherfucker on this platform like Jynxzi, just a good, honest individual who wants to sit there and play video games, you will be completely fucked by all these content goblins that only give a shit about viewership. Here we go.
Mad. So these motherfucking streamers think it's okay to cancel on Jynxzi. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Jynxzi's a better man than me. I would air out who the fuck. Yo, all these motherfuckers always be doing this last minute.
True.
Bro, I just seen this clip. It says Jynxzi reveals his 40 streamer Valorant tournament has been canceled and moved to next weekend due to creators flaking within the last 24 hours.
Yeah, do you want to know why that is? It's because all of these streamers are absolute children. They treat everything like a joke, and they're so self-obsessed. They assume that the entire world revolves around them, and all of their agreements go out the window on a whim. It's pathetic. And that's why you have to talk to these people like they're idiots, because they are idiots. They cannot do anything or function by themselves.
What is up with all
Lame
these creators
fuck.
giving Jynxzi the short end of the stick, bro? Actually, no, I know what it is, because he's genuinely a nice guy, and people in this time take kindness for weakness. They see it.
They do. Kindness is something they see to manipulate and abuse, and they know Jynxzi's not going to hold it against them. And that's why the world does not reward kind people, and that's why people are becoming worse by the day, because that is what the world is creating.
As convenience, bro. I literally seen on YouTube a 20-minute compilation of streamers taking advantage of Jynxzi's kindness, bro.
Yep.
This dude is one of the most humble stand-up people.
Yep.
He stays out the way, minds his business. All he wants to do is just generate good content and bring people together, and they're playing with his head top and disrespect him every single time he does it,
corny,
bro.
As God is
It's
my
so
witness, this is my last time ever trying to bring together 16 streamers for a tournament.
Yep.
PBM is late. XQ.
And it's a shame, because he wants to do this for his community. He wants to do this to help out other streamers. But these people are ungrateful swine. That's all they are.
QC is asleep.
And it sucks because he's ignorant of the selfish nature, the dark nature of most people, because he's young. I mean, this guy, I don't even think he's 20 years old. I think this guy's like 18 years old. How old is Jynxzi? Yeah, Jynxzi. Wait, Jynxzi's 24? Never mind. He's probably just autistic, right? There's got to be something wrong with this guy. I thought he was a kid. 24 is pretty fucking old to not understand the cruel nature of the world, but that's okay. Bless him for having a good heart and seeing the best in people, especially when it's not there.
Arky's not even here. And then Ron and Martin told me last minute, 45 minutes before the tournament started.
Okay, well, in Arky's defense, he's black. You never invite a black man and expect them to be on time. This guy doesn't know about BPT, or sorry, most people call it colored people time these days. You got to give them at least an extra 30 minutes, right? Because they exist in their own world, right? You got to put that in your timer, bro. You got to understand colored people time is different. You got to give them an extra half hour.
They have a flight at 8:30.
2 days ago, Jynxzi had a 40 streamer Valorant tournament organized and ready to go. 40 of the biggest streamers in the world were supposed to compete. He had put
And he organized all this shit by himself for the people, bro.
the work in to make it happen. And then, within the last 24 hours before the event, creators started flaking.
Right off. Chat, listen, boys. We were gonna do a Valorant tournament today. Relax, let me explain. We were gonna do a Valorant tournament today, but a bunch of people canceled in the last like 24 hours, and we just like.
I know. They say, "Oh, I'm there. Oh, I'm there 100%." Of course. Oh, something came up that's better for my career. Oh, okay, great. I'll just throw my morals and my virtues out the window and tell Jynxzi to go fuck himself because I saw a better business opportunity. Pathetic snakes, bro. All of them.
It was just cooked. So we're gonna be able to do it next
Are these people even good, or they just have big brand recognition? What do you think?
week, 100%. It's not canceled, it's postponed. Holy late, you are late, bro. Shut up.
Not a week out when he could have found replacements. Not a few days out when the damage was still manageable. Within the last 24 hours, enough of them canceled that the entire tournament had to be postponed to next weekend. 40 streamers. The #1 Twitch sub streamer organizing a free event for his peers, and they canceled the night before. Now, if this was the first time, you might give people the benefit of the doubt. Things come up. Schedules clash, emergencies happen, but this is not the
There's no way that many emergencies happened at the last second right before the day of his big scheduled event. Okay? No. These people are children and they have no respect for anyone besides themselves, and they have no interest to do anything unless it furthers their career. And that is it.
The first time. This is not even close to the first time. This is a pattern that has been building for a while, and the Valorant tournament is just the latest entry in a list that keeps growing. Because back in February, the exact same thing happened. Different game, same result. Jynxzi organized a 16-streamer Rocket League tournament. He announced it 10 days in advance, with the time included. 10 days. With the specific time.
And I respect that. That's why I said that 10 days in advance. I said the date 10 days in advance with the time!
He did everything you are supposed to do when you are organizing an event. He gave people more than enough notice.
Absolute justified crash out. I would have gone further.
To plan around it. And when the tournament was supposed to start, PBM was late. XQC was asleep. Archie was not there at all.
Listen, man, I think XQC is great. Obviously, I think some of his takes are shit and he doesn't research as much as he should. But the guy, listen, man, the guy's unreliable as fuck. You know, at a certain point, you also, a lot of the fault does fall on Jynxzi, because if you're inviting a guy like XQC, the guy doesn't give a fuck, bro. Like, you should have expected that shit.
Stable Ronaldo and Marlon told him 45 minutes before the start time that they had a flight at 8:30.
That's insane.
PBM is late. XQC is asleep.
Yep.
Arky's not even here. And then Ron and Marlon told me last minute, 45 minutes before the tournament started, that they have a flight at 8:30.
Insane.
A flight that they had presumably booked sometime during the 10-day window that Jynxzi gave them, and decided not to mention until 45 minutes before his tournament was supposed to begin. He went on stream and said it clearly.
As God is my witness, this is my last time ever trying to bring together 16 streamers for a tournament.
Completely valid. I think the human thumb makes a point.
It was not his last time. He tried again with 40. Joe Bart, who was one of the people who actually showed up and was on time, made a point during the Rocket League
Joe Bartolozzi's awesome.
situation that the internet immediately grabbed onto. He said the average streamer does not have a schedule.
How is PBM late? How
Jynxzi,
do Ron and Marlon have a flight at 8?
Because the average streamer doesn't have a schedule. The average streamer doesn't.
And I
go to
respect
places
that.
on
That's
time.
why I said that 10 days in advance. I said the date 10 days in advance with the time!
If the average streamer does not have a schedule, then they have absolutely no excuse to be late to an event they were given 10 days notice for. If your entire day is unstructured and you have no prior commitments, then you have nothing competing with the one thing you agreed to show up for. Jynxzi, who was streaming from a completely different time zone, said he had been ready since 9 in the evening, waiting.
James, thank you for being on time.
No problem, mate. I've been ready since 9 p.m. for you, Jynxzi.
Yeah, and James, this is why I love you, because I knew you'd be on time.
He was not even on the same continent as most.
Do you know how much the OTK staff loved me? Just because I, 1, always showed up time. 2, I was, in their words, the most reliable streamer at OTK. And number 3, I actually talked to them like they were human beings. Now, unfortunately, these people who had to work for Mizkif, who, in their words, the staff's words, treated them like they weren't even humans. I feel bad because the normal working class individual, when they have to deal with streamers, it's like they're dealing with retarded, irresponsible children. And it's pathetic how just doing what you're supposed to do is glaze-worthy, because so many of these fucking children don't know how to operate as adults because they're narcissists.
Of the people who could not turn on their computer in their own country on time. He was there from a different time zone, ready, and he had still beat them to it. There is something important about what these people were actually being asked to do that needs to be said plainly. They were not being asked to travel anywhere. They were not being asked to block off a full day. They were not being asked to put anything on hold or make any significant sacrifice. They needed to turn on their computer, open the game, and be in the lobby.
Sounds like Pokey? No, what sounds like Pokey is, oh, I lost my court case because I'm a fucking self-obsessed retard who doesn't understand that I can't bully the court system with money. I can't bully St. Tontas, and I lost my case. Oh, unlucky rubber ducky. We'll probably hear that in the next couple months or so.
That is it. Their job, the thing they get paid to do, is to sit at a computer and stream. And they could not do that on the one...
I guarantee you, Mr. Pokey's going to lose his court case and then say, oh, I don't know, guys. I just didn't have enough money. Yeah, okay, dude.
One specific evening that they had agreed to do it 10 days in advance. Some of them could not even manage a message.
Pokey or Pokimane? What's the difference?
Saying they were not coming until it was too late for Jynxzi to find a replacement. That is not a calendar issue. That is just not caring enough to follow through on something you committed to. I saw someone say Jynxzi should just stop inviting big streamers and run the tournament with his viewers instead. And
that's a horrible idea. That doesn't create a spectacle. It just wouldn't work out. Jynxzi just needs to invite the right streamers, ones that can actually show the fuck up, and also have a strike system where if he invites you and you don't show up on time, you're put on a list and never being re-invited again. And I think that's honestly what you have to do. If you don't show up 15 minutes in advance, minimum, fucking half an hour in advance. I'm a guy, when I did professional theater, or when I did OTK events, I would show up 2 hours early just to make sure nobody would worry and I could help the staff if they needed it. But unfortunately, that would require these people to actually give a fuck about other people's mental well-being.
look, the intention behind that idea is good. The viewers would show up, the viewers would be early, the viewers would treat the invitation like the opportunity it is, because for them, it genuinely would be. But there is a reason this is not as simple as it sounds, and it has everything to do with the history of Jynxzi's chat. His community is not exactly known for its good behavior. These are the same people.
That's the best type of community. That's the best type.
Who are widely believed to have played a direct role in ending his relationship with his first girlfriend, Cassie. The speculations...
Hey, I'll be honest. My viewers played a major role in ending my past 2 relationships. And to be honest, I thank them every day for it. I'll be real, Jynxzi, your viewers will know when you're dating a hoe. They will. They will. And they will warn you and they will point things out to you that you really won't notice. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Around that situation pointed to the chat bullying her, making her time in that space uncomfortable enough that it became a real problem in the relationship itself.
Quit being a pussy.
This is the first time I'm ever going to actually sit down and have an actual serious conversation with chat. When I first met Cassie, bro, like we were just literally just doing streams, bro. It was just funny.
Yeah, chat warned me about Pokey as well. I know. My chat warns me about a lot of streamers, and they're almost always right. It's kind of insane.
Shit. You know, and like, obviously, bro, we started streaming a lot. You guys liked her, I liked her, and then I met her, bro. And then when I met her, bro, I actually had like genuine, real like feelings for a girl for the first time in, I don't even know, 5 years, bro. And I'm just gonna be honest, bro, the internet completely ruined it.
If your relationship can be ruined by internet hate comments, you weren't in a relationship that was gonna last regardless. Sorry, man, that's the truth.
Ever since we did that stream, she basically just gets harassed like all day, every day.
Whether every detail of that is accurate or not, the general picture of how his chat behaves toward people in Jynxzi's personal life is not a flattering one. So the idea of putting those same people into a competitive tournament environment where there is already tension and trash talk and stakes involved is not as clean a solution as it looks from the outside. He would be trading one problem for a completely different one.
I disagree. I just think it's because you can't invite the viewers because it won't be as good as content, because a lot of viewers, well, they're just not entertaining, right? Not every viewer, but like, I mean, guys, you know how it goes. Streamer invites a fucking random chatter to their stream and they're just like awkward and uncomfortable and they're too nervous to talk to their streamer. And then every now and then you get a gem, you know what I mean? But like, a lot of viewers aren't good content because they don't need to be. They're not entertainers. They're just normal people without mental illnesses. And so they're just like, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, you want to play a game? All right, let's boot it up. Whereas streamers are like, and it's like, you know, it's a very big difference.
He's been through this enough times that the internet has started treating it as a genre. And through all of it, he handles it the same way every time. He absorbs it, he charges it to the game, he keeps moving. He will be live the next day at his normal time, putting in the same effort, treating the stream the same way, building the same content.
And throughout every single time he has been disrespected, bro, Jynxzi just takes it on his shoulder and smiles, bro. He doesn't get mad about it. He just literally charges it to the game and just keeps going forward. He is he is literally the biggest streamer right now. He has damn near 100,000 subscribers on Twitch, and he does that every single month. No subathon, no real big events, just him and his community, bro. And people just treat him like he's some type of nobody.
That composure is genuinely admirable. It is also, unfortunately, part of the problem. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Rumble, rumble.com/Tectone every day at 9 a.m. CST. The Jynxzi situation just got worse. Insane.